láìpẹ́ náà ni ẹ̀sùn pa election tí ó wáyé ẹni bó ṣe máa lọ ní Bayelsa ni bó ṣe máa lọ ní Kogi rè bó ṣe máa lọ ní Imo rè ó lè ti wá sí ìṣẹ́ báyìí àwọn tó wọlé ti wọlé ṣùgbọ́n lẹ́ni náà oríṣiríṣi náà ló ṣe ní Nàìjíríà kí lè sọ sílẹ̀.
Thank you very much, my brother. The Lord will bless you. If you decide to walk, the Lord will bless you. But if you don't decide to walk, you will not be blessed, because there's one thing. When you go to farm, practical example, if you take a good seed to farm, a bucket of maize on 1 acre of land, then in another 3 months or 6 months, from the pepper, from the vegetable, from all these things, you'll be going back home with what? With bags. But until Nigeria changed their orientation about church, until Nigeria changed their orientation about we can make money from the air, until Nigeria changed their way of thinking, my brother is in government. Your brother was called to serve. Your brother was not called to steal. Until we change all these things, is then we can know that then the Lord will bless us. Because he said in 1 Thessalonians 5, check everything there, from verse 10. He said, anybody who failed to walk must not eat. Then it's only in Nigeria, somebody in primary 6 will impregnate the daughter of a landlord that was primary 6. Then from primary, but you know, they are rushing life. Then the life will rush them back again. Then before they are 40, they are tired of love. They are tired of sex. They are tired of each other because they were doing things in a hurry. Is that you cooking a plate of rice, removing it from the burner? Then when you now took it from the burner, then you make it cool down before you start eating it. And when you look at Genesis 5, from verse, when you read the whole thing now, it said when Gath was 400 years old, he begat a wife. When Seth was 350 years old, he begat a wife. What are they doing within that 300 years? They were farming. They were farming. They are not redeemers. They are not celestial. They are not cherubim and seraphim. They are not chief imam. They are not from Mecca. They are not JP. They were farming. They were farming. Then when you look at the life of the charlatan attitude of Abraham in the book of Genesis 12, Genesis 13, Genesis 14, then you see the whole thing. And Genesis 26 again, you see from verse 1 to 10. He said, Abraham, the way you are handling your life is not proper. Leave your father's abode to a place I want to send you. Then go and use your hand to work. With your age, you are not paying rent. With your age, you are living under your father's canopy. Then where is your own talent? Matthew 25 from verse 10 to 21, it says, when the man was going, he distributed talent. Then what are you doing with your talent? He asked him to what? Advance. Then he picked his father along. Then the father died on the way. Then when they got to chapter 13, he said, Abraham started tilling the land, and he now become a rich man. He now become a great person. Until Nigeria go back to farm. We should go back to farm. State of nation. What is the state of nation? A graduate want to eat. Lawyer want to eat. Engineer want to eat. Then Alore TV want to eat. Then the children want to eat. Do you ask Alore TV if the son or daughter know how to farm? No. And you asking the state of the nation. Do you ask Prophet Marcus if there's any of his sons that study Greek? No. If you ask Otinubu today, how many of his children study agriculture? None of them. Babangida, no. Atiku, no. Then everybody says, around bank, around bank, around bank, around bank. Why are you teaching them lies? Teaching them stealing, way of stealing. Stay up, the nation will be stable when you can go back to your village and give maybe 2 acres of land for cassava, for yam, for cocoyam, for plantain, for kako, for, I taught somebody how to raise a snail. In Ayobo, I asked him to go to vulcanizers and get used tires. He now assembled all the used tires on his 2 plots of land. He was using the small place. Inside the area, he assembled about 40 snails, small snails, giving them watermelon, giving them vegetable water leaf, and now he's now selling basket of what? Of snail in the streets. Now hotel has been coming to tell him to be giving them snail. Is that dollar again? Then everybody, you want to make love to your wife now, dollar. Your wife will tell you, oh, you can't make too much a round of sex today. Oh, dollar till us, okay. The dollar is high. These are the state of the nation. Because the government is not padding, it's not helping us to bid for dollar again. So the question you ask as state of the nation, nothing changed with God. One with God is majority. Then the only thing we have to do is that we should not throw away our what? Our confidence. We should not what? Throw away our confidence. Because he said it in the book of Hebrew 10:35. Only ẹ má ṣe gbé ìgboyà yín sọnù. Ẹ má ṣe gbé kí ni ìgboyà yín sọnù. Like sometimes when we get security around the street and the estate, I will tell them, ṣé ẹ̀yin lè ṣọ́yàn? Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ rántí Psalm 127? Wọ́n ní bí kò ṣe pé Olúwa ṣọ́ ìlú náà. Bọ́dá kan fún yín lówó náà ni. Owó tá ń sọ fún yín àsọdẹ̀wò tó yín rán àwọn ọmọ yín school. Ẹ ti lọ sáwọn ọmọ iṣẹ́ kan during the day. Then tẹ́ bá máa wo 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, ìrìá ti sẹ̀ sí yín lára. Ẹ máa sùn. So then àdàbàṣe lóru iṣẹ́ ìwọ̀n láti fi tọ́ra wa níbo la fẹ́ lọ. Then ó dẹ̀ tó wá sọ fún wa wípé tí oní iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ní iṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni tí ò bá ṣiṣẹ́ ó máa ṣe kí ni? Ó máa jalè. Ìwé kíkọ́ láìsí iṣẹ́, láìsí ọkọ́ àti àdá, ó ní kò pé. Then àti mọ eléyìí kan tó bí wa náà, Ọbásanjọ́ mọ eléyìí, Tinubu mọ eléyìí, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Abacha mọ eléyìí, Babangida mọ eléyìí, gbogbo àwọn ìmọ̀ ńlá láwọn ìmọ̀ eléyìí. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ wá ní òkè káwà tó wà ní state of the nation tó béèrè, ká ti wọ́bọ̀ nù thick wall, ká máa gba ẹ̀wà lọ́wọ́ àwọn nọ́tánà, ká máa gba watermelon lọ́wọ́ àwọn nọ́tánà, ká máa gba aṣù lọ́dọ̀ àwọn nọ́tánà. Màálù ẹ̀yọ̀ kan ní kórè ìdáṣe yìí, ara ní 650,000. Then tó bá dẹ̀ wó ń sìn, inú àwọn nọ́tánà sì ń dùn fún yẹn ni. Wọ́n fẹ́ sọ gbogbo Nàìjíríà di grazing spot. Níbi táwọn Fúlàní máa ní ṣọ́ọ̀bù sí káàkiri, kán lè máa ta màálù fáwa Yorùbá ọ̀dẹ̀. Yorùbá tó tí a ti gọ̀ láti inú, orí wa ti gbálẹ̀. Yorùbá lè fẹ́ ṣe pátí 72 láàrin Ìjẹ̀bú-Òde, láàrin ọdún kan. Ojúde ọba, ìsàlẹ̀ ọba, àárín ọba, gbogbo àìgbọ́n ọ̀dẹ̀ ń yọ wá lẹ́nu. Ọ̀dẹ̀ ìṣèbá ọba Ìjẹ̀bú-Òde náà kó wọ̀nyẹn fún wọn ló máa ṣọ. Àwọn tó ń wọ aṣọ, àwọn tó ike ojúde ọba, àárín ọba, ẹ̀yìn ọba, abọ́ba jírò, abọ́ba sákò, abọ́ba dúró lé, gbogbo fún wọn yìí ò sí. Ikọ̀ táwọn priority wọn, ikọ̀ táwọn mú ní òkúkúndùn wọn yìí ò wọ́ ọ̀tẹ̀. Dẹ̀dọ̀ bá wo Igbo ń sẹ́, any Igbo man in New York, in New Jersey, in Philadelphia and everything, they copy the Yoruba too. They want to be Ezedibo. Ezedibo in another man's land. Where is your palace? Go there, work as a farmer, and come back home. So state of the nation, we need to readdress ourselves. And we need to do things according to what the Lord said we should do in Psalm 24, Psalm 23. Then when you look at it, he said, Isaiah 1:1-5, he said, even all these people now, they didn't know me. You know God is not the one. God is not the author of confusion. He is the one, God is not the one that created church. Human being formulated that what they call church. And everybody, everything in Nigeria now, I'm a redeemer. A father of 8. The first son is a redeemed pastor. The second son is a deeper life pastor. Then the third one is a celestial shepherd. Then the fifth one is what? Is a Roman Catholic pastor. You don't know. Ayé ẹbí yẹn ti bàjẹ́. O lè ti báyé wọn jẹ́. O lè ná àjà. Èèyàn lè ṣe pastor kó tún ní ilé iṣẹ́ tiẹ̀. Èèyàn lè ṣe pastor kó tún ní ilé epo. Èèyàn lè ṣe pastor. Ó láìkọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run ni. Ìyẹn mi pé káwá máa kówó fún ẹ. Ìyẹn ni ìkórè ìdáfẹ́ ṣe ń bí yìí ń sìn. Mo ti dáwó tèmi. Àwọn ọmọ mi ti dáwó tiwọn. Nǹkan tó máa wá láti inú ilé mi nìkan lọ bí 2 million. Èló làwọn ọmọ ìjọ tó fẹ́ dá. Dẹ̀ndọ́ ọjọ́ wo ṣé àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ jó wọlé tó fẹ́ rìn káàkiri yẹn ṣé a fẹ́ tọrọ owó lọ́wọ́ wọn ni. Ṣé iye tó fẹ́ dá ní Sunday yẹn wọ́n wá jẹun ní àwa la nínú orí wa kún fún àjẹ ọdún wa ti pé ọdún jọ àdúpẹ́. Nǹkan tó wá ṣe nìyẹn. Dẹ́kun ìjọba ní káwa máa mú líìsì lé wọn káàkiri. Ṣèbí ìkórè náà láti títí. Àwa náà kórè ń sìn náà. Ìjọ tó ń ṣe kórè ń sọ̀kan ò balẹ̀ mọ́. Ẹ̀mọ yìí tó ń ta màálù. àìmọye ìkórè tó ń ṣe nílùú yìí lọ́dún yìí tó yẹ pé òkú èkó náà pa tọ́kì tí wọ́n mọ́kọ́lọ́ ẹ̀ náà jẹ then gbogbo nǹkan tó ń jẹ náà kò dénú wọ́n ti ń jẹ gbèsè ní ìkórè ń sìn ìmídẹ̀ ti sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ pé kólúkúlùkù kọ́ọ̀tì kóòtù ẹ̀ according to his size gbogbo church tó wà lérí Agége tá a bá gba 200 acres lọ́nà Abẹ́òkúta tí a fi ń farm tá a fi ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ àìsè fún wa òkú sí tó ronú oko wọn ní adégbàgbà tó ní kápá tó ságbẹ̀mọ́ lóko àwọn tó wà lóko ti darí wálé sọ ní adé fún àpapá ó ti lọ ń ṣe show fáwọn àwọn tó wà ní bíúrì ó ti ń kọrin Ọlọ́run ní bíúrì níbi tó ti mutí Nigerian bíúrì sí tí ó ti ṣe shows wọn ti ṣe concert fún wọn ó ti kọ ẹgbẹ́ Jésù sókè níbi tó ti dá bíà ayé wa ti do ti kọjú sóòrùn north. That's the problem. So the state of the nation is to go back to farm. Once òjò ṣì ń rọ̀ up to now òjò ṣì ń rọ̀ ní December ní November that shows pé a lè gbin àgbàdo lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ta lọ́dún a lè gbin gbúre all the time a lè gbin úgú all the time a lè gbin scent leaf all the time a lè gbin ewúro all the time a lè gbin ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ sẹ́yìn ìkòlé all the time ìwọ̀nyẹn oúnjẹ dọ́là gbogbo àwọn tó jówó ìjọba ń sìn tó ń ṣe gbogbo everything interlock ló kún gbogbo náà lé wọn marble tiles everywhere wọn tile wọn ní bedroom wọn ṣé wọn ò ní jẹun so that's the problem so state of the nation gbogbo bá rò pé bí wọn máa rówó jí Buhari ti jí gbogbo owó lọ gbogbo àwọn tó bá Buhari ṣiṣẹ́ àwọn ló wá fi the last nail on the poverty of Nigerian economy àwọn tí good luck jí dẹ́ndẹ́ tó wá gbọ́ wọn ò lé good luck lọ wọn bá máa ra odidi èèyàn lórí ìdúró ṣèbẹ́ rántí gbà ní good luck fẹ́ ṣe campaign ó lọ pé Dani Ṣókì kí ló fẹ́ sọ ń bẹ̀ ìyàwó ẹ̀ jáde síta ó ní I know Buhari is going to win o make you no arrest my husband make we no put us for jail for what ṣé yẹn ní campaign then from there they were using human life for politics in Nigeria the cheaper girl this and that just a game àti ìgbà ẹni life àwọn èèyàn ti jọyàn lójú tí àwọn tó wà ní gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ń kọ́ ọmọ ọlọ́mọ pamọ́ tó fi backstab ara wọn ẹ̀wọ̀ olú state of the nation life àwọn èèyàn jọyàn lójú Nàìjíríà again so we should go back to the drawing board ká padà our God is a God of second chance he can still give us another time to go then wúrú election tí a sọ yẹn sí a ti mọ̀ pé wọ́n máa APC ló máa wọlé because automatically nígbà government in power làwọn èèyàn á fẹ́ kó wá ṣe ìkànsẹ́rí ọ̀dọ̀ wọn àbí kò yẹ so tó bá jẹ́ APC náà tó ti ń rúlù yẹn kátórí 2000 and gbogbo àwọn tó máa tún dìbò between 2024-25 APC náà ló máa wọlé because olóríire tó wọlé tá a bá ṣọ́ra gbogbo ẹ̀ máa di one party system APC gbogbo ẹ̀ ní he's an organizer he's a father. He's a born leader. He's a born what? A leader. That's Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Ṣé báwọn bá àwọn dọ́nà dínọ́mìláyè tó náà mọ̀ ẹ́ṣọ́ ní wọ́n sunkún kiri yẹn. Ẹkún ló tọ́ sí wọn because kó wà rude. Kò ló ní bọ̀wọ̀ fún nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run sọ nínú Bíbélì ni pé bọ̀wọ̀ fún bàbá àti ìyá rẹ̀ kí ọjọ́ orí ẹ̀kọ́ lè ṣe kí n kó lè pè. Dino lè jẹ́ èèyàn Nàìjíríà mọ́ pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó ṣe fún ìyàwó Tinubu àti nǹkan tó ṣe fún Tinubu àti nǹkan tó ṣe ní Àsàbà bàbá wèdè fọ́ bàbá wèdè ṣe ta ló wá ń sunkún sí ṣe irú ẹ̀yìn la fẹ́ fà lólé lọ́wọ́ ó ti bàjẹ́ owó money miss road ló yẹ kó máa pe dínàmìláyè money what money miss road ọmọ tí yóò mọ̀ pé òun lè mí lárí tó wá lọ bá ara ṣe irú ẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Mósè ò kọjá ayé ẹ̀ náà in the book of Exodus 2 Exodus 3 and 4 then even when he went to Ramses to go and get permission that he want to take the children of Israel out of the place that one was counting in joke. Kí ni Mósè sọ ìkẹ́ ọ̀fẹ́ káwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì lọ ta ló fẹ́ máa ṣiṣẹ́ fún wa so you see the whole thing bàbá wèdè fọ́ bàbá wèdè ṣe bàbá wèdè do everything wọ́n ló formulate gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ́n fi ń ṣe ẹ̀ láàrin àwọn ọmọ onílé ọmọ ọlọ́nà wọ́n fi ń ṣe ẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Ìgbò nílẹ̀ ní Warri ní Sápẹ́lẹ́ lásàbà kí ló wá gbẹ̀yìn kò yẹ ébù wọn náà bó Tinubu because ó sọ ní ìwé John 15 láti verse 15 to the end only they are going to mess you they are going to pull you down they are going to do all fuck things for you wọ́n ní but don't worry èmi Jésù wọn ṣe irú ẹ̀ fún mi tó ń bá bà yín lórúkọ jẹ́ ẹ má worry o ṣùgbọ́n ẹ tẹjú mọ́ mi tẹ bá jẹ́ tayé ayé afẹ́ràn mi wọ́n wọ́n sẹ́ ẹ̀ ti jẹ́ tayé look straight so that's the problem So,
Sáwọn lè sọ pé ìdájọ́ Ọlọ́run ló ń bá dínú ìjà báyìí.
ẹ̀sà ó ti gbàdájọ́ tiẹ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹni tó bá ṣùkú ẹni tó bá ti fẹ́ wo ìdí àgbàlagbà àwọn ọmọdé tó ń bọ̀ náà máa wò ní tiẹ̀ pàdùpẹ́ kò lè jẹ́ èèyàn kankan mọ́ ní Nàìjíríà ó sì máa join APC but a ní ìdí ẹ̀ prostitute yẹn ti tó KFC àti McDonald's tó ra franchise tó ṣe kó lọ fèsì ẹ̀ àwọn ò mọ̀ pé olówó àná wa dínà lọ́jọ́ kí ni kò lọ ní sùúrù kò lọ ṣọ́ra tó bá wo àwọn ẹ̀rù òbodò nìbàdàn lọ́yọ̀ọ́ bedroom wọn koríko mà ti hù síbẹ̀ then gbogbo gíragíra wọn yóò owó olówó náà mà jí ẹjẹ́ owó olówó tó máa ṣe ara rí ní ẹ̀rù pé bóyá ẹgbọ́n jù wá àwọn tó máa jìyà owó táìmù ti Buhari àti Goodluck Jonathan àwọn mẹ́jọ kan wà tó máa jọ wá lójú next year Buhari ó máa yà wá lẹ́nu ríkú tó máa kú then Atiku bí ó ṣe máa wọ àìsàn tó wọ́n máa rù kiri for paralysis then bí nínú mẹ́láyì bó ṣe máa bí iná ṣe máa halẹ̀ mọ́ iná àtúnmí ó máa dà láàmú next year lórí nǹkan tó jí then kàdé tó wá wo ẹni tó lóun lówó ju gbogbo Áfíríkà owó Nàìjíríà ló ná that's Dangote máa fẹ́ ta ìyàwó ẹ̀ lórí ìdúró for next year because automatically àwọn list ọlọ́run fi hàn mí ó lé wọn kàn rẹ̀ rí ni so olúwa lòun ò kí kánjú mú yàn ọba tí ò kí ń léèyàn kó tó mú yàn ọba alápàdúpẹ́ wọ́n àdúgbò wa ń bí last week ní eré àjàkára àwọn mẹ́ta ló fẹ́ ṣe 60 years ní sátidé tó kọjá yìí wọ́n ti sin wọ́n ní Thursday wọ́n rí màálù yẹn bọ̀ tí wọ́n ò jẹ́ ẹnu ẹ̀ because he said in 2 Kings 6, 2 Kings 7 and 2 Kings 8. Then when you look at 2 Kings 4 from verse 20, ó ní ṣé àlàáfíà kọ́ ó ní àlàáfíà kọ́ ó ní ọmọ ọ̀gá mi ti kú ó ní nígbà tí yàn yín dé ó láti jọ ọmọ ara wa ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí wòlíì ẹ̀ máa dá wọn lóhùn ó ní ẹ má bọ̀dá ó ní nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní pé níwòyí ọ̀la ìyẹ̀fun ṣẹ́kẹ́lì yóò jẹ́ 10 naira àwọn ìwà ní pẹ̀lú bí dọ́là ṣe rí wọ́n ní ẹ̀dọ́ kó tí ẹ̀ bá mi ágìw ó ní wọ́n yóò fojú rí oníjẹ́ mẹ́rin that's what he said. miracle ṣe máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà o olúwa máa lo Tinubu as miracle ẹ cooperate pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ kò sí mọ̀tá lè ṣe. Then when you look at the book of 1 Samuel 8, 9 and 10, only go and reveal to them the type of king that wanted to rule them. And they gave them the profile. That this is not the original time the king. Buhari was a waste. Goodluck Jonathan was a waste in our life. In the life history of Nigeria. They didn't know their left from their right. But Tinubu, by God's grace, it will fix it. It will fix it. But the other day I told you that the Senate president is the wrong person in the job he's doing. Because he wanted to do good thing, but his antecedent before was so rubbish, was so bad, was a full-time day robbery he did to people. Then even more worse than the Akpabio, worse than Ekwere Madu that ran out of the country. So they are all the same bird of the same feather. But God knows how to deal with armed robber. God knows how. Look at Oyenusi, look at Anini, look at Iyamo. Iyamo will be dilly-dally. Look at the other man in Oyo State, where he was stealing the gunpowder and everything for armed robber. Then Akala in their own time. Akala was a full-time armed robber. He was even dilly-dally with armed robber in those days. Then Ade was his cousin, said, àwọn olè tó ń mú nǹkan tó ń rí lọ́wọ́ wọn báwo ló ṣe jáde then wọ́n fi ṣe ìṣòro ẹ̀kú ìgbẹ̀yìn kan tí ó jèrè iṣẹ́ tó ṣe náà àìmọye àwọn Yorùbá Ìgbò gbogbo ẹ̀ tó ti ṣe àwọn kan tí ò lọ ní Nàìjíríà Ọlọ́run kì í léèyàn tó máa kó tó bá yàn tó máa lé ẹ̀ ládẹ̀mú ẹ̀ orú àwọn the other man that was selling gunpowder and ammunition in Nigeria that's Ato Ezerebe he said I cannot do any other business than going out. But now, who is doing the business now? Who is doing it? And when Zeke was to do things in a moderate way, he said he's a whaler for nature. And look at what we're facing today. So my brother, the state of the nation, we need to go to Anil, we go to our forest, go to the forest, and what? And farm. And when you look at what there's another trouble coming by 2030, 2035, the Chinese people have bought virtually all their lands. In the Yoruba land, in the north and everywhere. And when you go to Sunday markets in Ikeja, you see the whole thing there. You see what they are doing there. The Chinese, the way they took New York, the way they took New Jersey, the way they took everything. So that's about the state of the nation. We are the people, we are the soundboard that people are writing on.